Welcome guys to the Entrepreneur Bootcamp once again. I really like to see that you guys have been watching the video so far, and I really hope that we grow this channel and we make it something big for everyone to come to when they start a business or for any help that they need later on. In this particular video, I'm going to talk about the 80-20 principle, and I'll start with a little anecdote from story of how I work. So I used to work when I was about, I think I had to be 23. When I was 23, I was doing a lot of busy work all the time and just kind of taking care of things as they came. And I saw that, one day I did estimates, one day I answered the phone, and this is when I was mostly a solopreneur. I did have, a few people work. I think we were like 2 or 3 at the time, and nothing major. But what really changed the way I work and the way I saw things was using the 80-20 principle. So I'm not gonna tell you what it is because you already know, but I'm gonna tell you how to apply it. So and all in all, the 80-20 principle is just 80% of your task, 80% of your results come from 20% of your tasks. So that if you use 20% of your time wisely, you get 80% of those results. But at the same time, maybe you're spending 80% of your time doing things that are delivering only 20% of the results. So we're gonna focus on the latter. We're gonna focus on using 20% of your best time and your most productive time into creating 80% of the results. So back to the story. When I was 23, I was doing a few things here and there, a few of this, few estimates, a few client meetups. I'll answer the phone. I'll do this. If someone called me, say, hey, can you do this real quick? I will do it. I was all around just trying to get stuff done for people because I always like to serve. However, I knew that I thought that if I did that, then I would become, more successful because I was catering to everyone that needed me. And at the end of the day, I noticed that days would pass and things will get done. Everything got done because I was very attentive to what was happening. However, I realized that my progress only came from concentrated slots of time where I worked on a project that was very important to my business. So at this particular time when I was 23, I was actually building a website. So I think in one of the winters, it might have been 2014 if I'm not mistaken, or 2013, I didn't have much to do because I had a landscaping business, so it wasn't truly busy. It was just busy here and there. So what I did was I actually focused on in February to starting my website, and it took me a few months to get it up, but then it took me a year to perfect it. But those first few months that I spent on my website, I actually learned how Google worked back at that time. So I realized that if I found out exactly how to get organic traffic, and at the time it was very important for you to be on local pages, which it still is now, but it was a lot easier to get noticed. So I did a lot of those things, and I took courses. I went on Moz. I looked at SEO ranking. I wrote, every single thing catered to the Google bot and things like that at the time, because that's all we had. So what I did was I focused on my homepage. I would write every single thing that we talked about catering to the general keyword, and then I would kind of branch out from the keyword just so that Google will pull me into the first results. So this work wasn't busy work. It was a very important project for my business. And later on, and actually I may have not been 23, I think I was 21 at the time. But this work that I started here that took me a year, when I was 23, now that I remember, is when I started getting calls. I got about 30 calls a day free from the website. So the website, something that I had worked on so many years ago, it started actually working a year or two later. And 30 calls a day, guys, it made my business explode. So that chunk of time that I focused on that project, just saying no to things and not being as busy and just focusing on this particular task. So if imagine working 1 to 3 months on a project that will later on for years to come bring so much revenue to my business was something worth my time. It was the 80-20 principle at its finest. So I would want you now to find something, and you can go ahead and tell me in the comments, find something that you believe is gonna drive your business 80%, or take 80% of the results, and I want you to go ahead and do that now. Guys, so I really hope that you like this story, and this is one of those things that have built me as an entrepreneur, knowing this principle, and I feel like it's very important for me to share that story. So what I want you guys to do is, like I said, go ahead and comment. If there's something that you believe would apply to the 80-20 principle, let's discuss it in the comments. Or if you have anything specific, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to to talk to you about it. So with that being said, guys, I really hope you like this show today. And go ahead, if you haven't done so, go ahead and follow me, like this video, comment below, and I will see you on the other side.